Traders, how you doing? Hope everyone had a great weekend. Welcome to the Playbook Trading Swing newsletter. Hey, wanted to quickly bring you, as I always do every week, the market summary and the State of the Union and where we stand. As you know, I've been um, really harping on this as to what's going on with the market spies, for example. So we'll start with SPY and we'll have a look at the cues as well here, but I think it's important for us to spend a little bit of time here talking about the market. As you know, last couple of days I've been offloading some of our longs just to go into cash, and right now we only have about 7.5% invested and one position open. So it bodes well for us. And the I've as far as as far as what I do and how I trade and model the portfolio. This is our model portfolio here as far as far as what trades we take and how we take them. And on a $70,000 basis, we're still up 7% for the month and profits almost $5,000. So that's not something to say, oh, we're not having a good month. I think we're having a really good month, quite frankly, if you ask me, and I'll show you what I mean by that when you take a look at here as far as our journal. And this journal is much more detailed, and I'll walk you through as I've done that in the past. But from this just from this journal standpoint, have you look at if you look at it, we had a really good a month as far as we had a Tesla trade that worked out really good. That was let me see if I can make this. Um, there you go. I think this is a little bit better, so you can probably fit a little bit better here, and you'll be able to see it. So let's see. This is probably not going to work out. So, anyways, I'll go over it. Tesla, we did about 23% of the profits in Tesla, and I have all my notes. And then on Friday, BA was our big trade here as well. I did about 35% of the profit. We closed Amazon for about 3% profit. We closed Netflix about 2.5% loss here. Nothing crazy. We keep our losses really small here at Playbook Trading, and we ride our winners as much as we can. SQ we closed on Thursday for about 4% profit, and TTD we closed on Thursday for about 7.5% profit. We have one small position open, and it's only 7.5% of our account. So we're looking at about we move the stop to break even. So as the way it is, it's going to be 7%. If what 7% gain here for the market and about 7.5% invested at the moment. So what's next for us? Well, here I've talked about it, and I sent a special market report on Thursday when this happened, the gap down. And those of you who've been in the program for a while and have been a swing trading service, and most of I was short the market here. So I was short the market. Let me get this my tool here. I was short the market here. This area right here, I was short the market. This was right here, and this is very well documented. I took I took a small loss here in the market, and it's right here, SPYs as a hedge. And let's take a look at it. Everything that goes into the swing trading newsletter goes into my account. So SPY took a hedge. Look at the date and how everything's happening. So I was short here on the SPY. So I was a little bit, I was a couple of days early as far as the SPY. So right here, see, so I was early. So it gapped up, and I got stopped out at 318. So long behold, it went to 323. So $5 is $5, but nonetheless, it moved against my direction, and I honor my stop, so I stopped out. So I was a little bit early, but it was a hedge, so it was a hedge. And then I put another position right here, which I tweeted out, and that was on our options account. And that position I also closed it this day, right into this area. I closed it. But so here we go. What's happening here? So right here, you're right at resistance, and this is from technical standpoint. You're right at resistance. You look at wherever you want to draw the lines here. This is resistance. Isn't the price? It's the area. So right at this, it's a supply area where we stand. We gap down here. in the market. And the gap down is it's really profound, because what you have here is a gap fill. So that, I think that's, all, people say all gaps are meant to be filled. Well, guess what? Well, if you're waiting for, if you're playing that this gap's going to be filled, well, one day maybe that's filled, but if you still have the account to trade, if you're trading that strategy, then good luck, and good luck to you, and good for you, quite frankly. But when you think about it, this is the gap fill right here, and this is your immediate first level of support, is this in the area, very small minor support. So you gap against the minor support into this area. All eyes on this, and I gave you guys my commentary that after this red bar, there's going to be a follow through. Well, we did have a follow through. We took out the 200-day period moving average on Friday, and then we rallied into the close. And rallying into the close is right here. And I want everyone to understand this rally. And then I want to take a look at a little bit on the larger time frame. The rally into the close is basically what you have here is a little bit of a short covering. I mean, this is the area you're watching, that we never got to this area. You're kind of still right into the downtrend line on the 15-minute chart. And what I talk about, it's most important for me, is the hourly chart. And hourly chart, we have not done anything. So this just basically you got a little bit of a short covering. And as of this recording, this futures are down significantly. I mean, sharply, I should say, the S&P future. So at the moment, last time I checked, and I can bring it up for you guys on the S&P futures, and I was trying to trade around the S&P futures, and they fell even more. And wanted to, on my futures account. I mean, I was just literally trading two contracts. It wasn't really big. Just sitting here doing homework, and thought, why not trade that presented itself. Right now, the S&P futures down 41 handles. So 41 handles takes us to 29.82 on S&P. So 29.82 in terms is like, it's basically, you say, okay, we're right around $298. So this is your weekly chart. Well, I mean, this is really, this is the area that you're looking at, 275-ish, 272 area. And then this also brings you right up here. So this is what you would call, on a technical chart, and those of you who've taken classes with me, this is your significant or major support, and that's the area, that's this last swing low where market never looked back. So you've got swing high right here. So you've got a little bit of a swing high right here, and this is your swing low. So whether we come down here, well, we'll see. First, we have to see if what prices do at 290 on the SPY. So it could, I'm actually going to start looking at building some bullish positions here at 290, and it might just cut right through it like a hot knife through the butter. So it may just cut right through, and we may see 270, or those that are still waiting for that. Um, Double bottom, I don't know. I'm not in the camp of a double bottom, but I am going to be, and you'll see, or we'll start getting into positions nicely here at 270. Now we're not going to go blindfolded. We're going to have some confirmation before we start taking positions. So that's really the plan for the market as far as what we're going to do for the next couple of days. Absolutely, from a swing trading standpoint, absolutely, it's, if I say absolutely nothing, that's not the point, because every day we are assessing, reassessing, and evaluating the markets. And that's what we're going to do. And we are going to take a calculated approach, and we're going to have trades when they set up. I do have one trade, even though through this market, this trade is number one on our proprietary scanner as far as the relative strength index. And I'll talk about that trade at the end of the video. So let's take a look at the Qs and what Qs are doing. Qs are a little bit stronger than the SPYs, but like I said, those of you who've been trading with me, I like Qs. Qs, if I'm gonna ever play Qs long, they have to be trading above the 21 period moving average on the hourly chart, and we're not there yet. Uh, I think 220 is a good area, somewhere here. I mean, this is your Qs swing lows right here. So right here between 220 and 225, 230, that's a good area. And that's about right here on the weekly chart. You have a double top here. So pulling back from a double top, it's not really, it's not too crazy pulling back from a uh, double top. I can speak. So it's not too crazy. You know, the prices absolutely plunged on Thursday, no doubt about it. And we're perhaps looking to once you have a large gap down, the double top pattern. And I noted on Wednesday night that this is holding. So Thursday night that this is holding the 21-day line. And it's still positive in the Qs, but now if I zoom in, you'll see it's starting to turn red. So the proprietary indication showing that the more pain is to come. And then look at, I talked about this in the Qs. You have in Qs, this is what you have. You have a beautiful, I mean, just absolutely beautiful channel. This is a channel. This is, I didn't draw the line, right? But you see, you get it, right? You get it. So right here. So you got a really, really nice channel here in the Qs, right up here. So now what's going to happen? So that's what we got to think about. What is going to happen as far as the Qs? Are we going to, or it depends, how you want to draw the line the right way. The right way is, there you go. Now we're touching 3 touch points. So we're below this channel at the moment. So that's how it works. That's your channel right here. That's the channel lines, and now we're below this channel. Now the question is it going to snap back and proceed higher as it has been, or more pain to come and the prices will then correct via time, or perhaps correct via prices. So that's what we need to confirm here. Weekly chart tells us that here maybe we need to see the 220 area, and then this is your monthly chart here, which I always keep this handy. And in monthly chart, basically what we had is, this the 200 level was a really big level on the monthly chart. Once we take out the 200 level, and that's if our model April 6th, and that's exactly right here. Look at April 6th. So that's what happened. April 6th took out the 200-day moving out to $200, and then it turned green. So that was the model portfolio, and it's since Thursday it has turned neutral. So that's where we stand. There's some things that are setting up, and I like to go over, but there's one trade that is absolutely setting up, and I want to talk about it. It is DXCM. So let me pull up, and I am going to send this trade up as a potential trade. This is, like I said, it's number one on our relative strength, and I'll send on in tonight's email. You'll see our relative strength index, top 10, and those top 10s tend to perform really, really well. So DXCM, I like to pick this up right around here, somewhere here. We had a bullish reversal here in DXCM. It's number one on relative strength index. It's a buy setup here on the weekly chart, and it's going to be on the hourly chart. I like to see, right here, prices take out this area, and perhaps we do see, 340, and we go down here quickly. Only we go down quickly here and then move up. Now, there's two ways to play this. Now, you can wait for prices to go down and move snap back, and that shows strength into the name, or we're going to put a buy limit order at 350. So 350 buy limit order, and we're going to put a stop right around here about 320-ish. So 320 will be the stop, 350, and we're going to start a 5% position here at
350. Now, so that's a starter position. I want to be in this name. I mean, this is it's a super stock type of a pattern here, and the way it's been performing relatively well to the market, and I like to be involved in this. We have one open position. D-Dog, we moved the stop to break even at 76. It's been super good for us. If we didn't have this market um, pull back the way it is with fears of perhaps another wave of COVID, this would have been probably $90. It has so much momentum. This stock is just unbelievable. I mean, this is just when we have this horizontal uh, 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 price action in this fashion and it breaks out. I got a nice little volume here. It's holding really well to the market. It's over the 21 period moving average, so that is looking really, really good. Couple other things that I am there are on my watch, and it's really the Z scale that is really compelling here. Z scale, this is holding really well compared to the market. Um, so this looks really, really nice, and probably 110. I would wait for the prices to take out the 110 before we take this, but right now I'm gonna just sit back and relax and wait what sets up for us. We got out of Twilio, but Twilio is also, and then we have an opportunity to get back on Twilio. I am not going to miss this Twilio. This is going to be on my watch list. So Twilio, let's keep an eye on Twilio. I also have WRTS, and this uh, it's not loading up. What's happening here? All right, so let me just pull up another one. So I have this Genius. Genius is also looks pretty good here. But I like to take out the 200-day moving average um, before I can play this. Next one that is on the list. Why my WRTC is not? Oh, I was putting S. Sorry about that. WRTC, I was putting S. So WRTC, this one popped on Friday. I like to see an inside day. This is also super bullish here. Super bullish monthly chart is just starting. So I love these type of a monthly chart. And you can see what's happening here. This been in this range for a while, and now it's a small dollar stock. I like to do about 5% here. So this is going to be on our watch either, but I need an inside day and then we'll play over 805 on WRTC. We already talked about uh, ZS Qualis. Watching this as well. I have AAXN on our watch list. This one also looks good over 100. Not going to play it before then. LVGO, that's holding really well. 65 will be our entry. Etsy, that also looks pretty good. Look at this Etsy. So that is consolidating here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 weeks here. Right here will be the entry, so right around 86.50. It's a pretty big stop right here, but that is the right thing to do on Etsy. So that's on the watch as well. And Peloton. Peloton been this has been, this is also consolidating at the top and holding relatively well to the market. The price trigger is 49, and the stop will be, in this market, the stop has to. I mean, it's a crazy wide stop. I don't know if I would, if I would play this, this is exactly how would I play it. 5% at 49, put a stop at 39, or just maybe 40 right around here, and let this one ride. So couple this and the DXCM, probably two of the most um, compelling stocks on my watch list as far as for the next week. But first and foremost, I want to see what the market's going to do, how the market's going to react. And this stock that everyone loves is last stock that I have on my list is W. And if you notice, all these have high relative strength, and that's all we play. That's how that's how our system's been programmed. That's how the proprietary scanner spits out are the names, and we always look for those that are holding relatively well to the market. So W is, super, super nice stock here. And I'll give you one more as a bonus. QDEL, look at this, market was down. QDEL actually triggering here for if those who wanted to take a position. So QDEL triggered. This is actually on the weekly chart. The trigger is 176. So 176, we would put a stop right here at 145. But I am going to chill for this couple of days. I want to see what the market is going to do. We have we have we have we have 93% cash available to deploy in the market. And I promise you, when the timing is right, you will see that cash deployed pretty quickly because last week we were long as much as 77%. And now we're back to 7%. So that's how quickly you need to make decisions and not hold on to your emotions or personal bias, but quickly make decision as market gives you an opportunity to get out and take a stance. And we go on a sideline for a while and let the market um, reconcile its differences, and then we'll ride the market back higher. So wishing everyone a great trading week. Look for some updates if we have a intraday market reversal that could happen. I just don't see the intraday. Well, if we have another massive gap down, but also let's not forget what happened here. Let's not forget what happened here, right? So right here. So this happened, and then you starting to see some sort of similarities, right? So this happened right here, and then you gap down, you gap down, you rallied. Mind you, you open here and you close here, so you rally all the way up to close here, and then big candle down, and then boom, and then rest is history. Now, here's interesting from a Q standpoint, but even SPY, since we bought them, you had you have one instance, you have two red days in a row. This is the second instance. We have two red days in a row. Now, that happened on the way up in a confirmed downtrend. This is happening at the double top, pretty nice run up, which is, this is healthy. Quite frankly, if you ask me, the pullback in anywhere here in this area, pullback here is a healthy pullback, which then helps the market. Also keep in mind the distribution days, you're going to have a higher volume the non-distribution days because you see how the volume was drying out here and then boom, when the selling accelerate, that's what happens. And Q's chart, and one more chart I want to show you before I wrap this up. Q's chart, we only had one instance of two red days and have not seen two red days ever since we started this. I mean, this is as nice of a V-shaped recovery as we can see, but in a healthy market, the small caps play a pivotal role. Pivotal role. We can't, small caps have to rally. So small caps tells us that 130 is the number that we can watch. I mean, this is pretty, it's pretty calculated here. But this right here, that is what's starting to worry me, and that's why I start to take some positions off here. Now, we're right around the 21 MA, we're below the 200 MA, and that doesn't show strength where we are. And then with this, what we're seeing tomorrow as far as the SPY and where the IWM will open. IWM will open right around here. Oops. So IWM will open right around here, right around here. So pretty nice gap down in IWM. Could see 130 quickly and rally. I like to see somewhere here. And then this day, if we come down here somewhere and we stage an intraday rally, you'll see some alerts because I will be ready to some load up some longs there. So with that, have a great night. Let's have a great trading week. And sorry for the long video.